Today we'll learn bitwise operations. So this is also a technique that helps to solve many problems. Let's try to understand some bitwise operators, and then after that we'll take a problem from Leetcode and then we'll solve the problem using bitwise operations. So one is I'm going to talk about the left shift operator. So the left shift operator, so when we can use this operator to multiply number by 2. So let's say a value is 10, and then if I do left shift by 1, and then the result you can store the result somewhere, and if you print the result, that becomes 20. So when you use the left shift operator and left shift operator by 1 on any number, it will multiply the number. In the similar way, if you use the right shift operator by 1, then it will divide the number. So let's say is equal to 20, and then come to result a right shift 1. So in this way, if you see, the result will be 10. So left shift operator for the multiply, and right shift for division. So yeah, so sometimes like it's easy to remember, like we say the multiply for come first and divide later, multiply, divide. So in this way, if you go that sequence, then you can remember left first and right. So left will be left for multiply, and the right for the divide. So this is about left shift and right shift operator. And also, if you use on any number this AND operator and 1, then you can, and if it is, result will be 0, so this will be useful to find the even, and if it's not 0, then odd. So that's for AND operator. And then you can see the another one, XOR. So XOR is something like, let's say if you have a number here 10, so, or we say the 10 and XOR 10. So this will also, the same number, when we do the XOR with the same number, then it will be cancelled, so result will be 0. So in this case, result will be 0. And same way, if I say 20 and XOR 20, then result will be 0. If I say 10, any number with XOR with 0, then the result will be 0. So if the number is same, no, in this case result will be 10, because any number XOR with 0 will be the same number. But if the numbers are same, and when we do the XOR, then the number will be cancelled. That means that's a 0. So so this is the few techniques in a binary operations. If you remember, it's very helpful. And if you want to go to deep dive into this and try to understand, anyway, we'll get this same result. So based on this, just let's try to solve one Leetcode problem based on this binary technique. Yeah, so this is the problem for today. It's a single number. It's an easy problem. It's given a non-empty array integers norms, and every element appears twice except for one. Find the single one. So if you see in this list, the 2 appears twice and 1 appear once, and we want to find this one from here. It's like a single number. The number is not repeated. Whatever the number that's not repeated, we want to get that. In this example, if you see 4 is not repeated, so that's we get the answer. But 1 is repeated, 1, 2 repeated, 1. So we want to get this single number, whatever is not repeated. So we have the many ways to do that. And it's also asking you must implement a solution with a linear runtime complexity and only constant extra space. So constant extra space. So we're not talking about the more space, but if you see this kind of problem, you can easily think about set. So if you use the set, that can be easily solved. Set, or we can say map also. Map. So like let's say in a map, we store this 2 and we can count. Count is 1. So 2 count is 2 and 1 count is 1, and in the map you can say whatever the number which has count 1, that's going to be result. But when you talk about a space here, we are using the space, so we are using the map space here. So if you do not use the map space, then map here, then how will you solve? So definitely we need a one for loop, and we know XOR operations. So in a if you do the XOR operations, then the same number will be cancelled, and whatever the number remaining, that will be result. So we'll see the same logic here. So I'm going to iterate the number. So range nums, and before that make a variable result, and I'm going to initialize this with 0 and return the result. And here we do the operations. So result is equal to result and XOR operations, and then v. So in this way we know the result is 0. So any number XOR with a 0 will be that number, but if the numbers are same, then that number will be cancelled. So finally we'll get the single digit number here. That's the single number that's not repeated. So let's try this and check syntax or anything. Okay, accepted. We'll submit this. Okay, nice. It's accepted, and we'll see the Java solutions that a few minutes back just I did that in a Java. So Java also same result here, and iterating this nums, this array, and XOR operations, and then return the result. So we'll see other examples based on these techniques, and I can also add a few more this binary operations techniques over there. So that's all for today.